Okay, we're now live. Lights on. Yeah. Alright, here's my pen and paper. So while we're getting organised, just a little update. We've done, we just keep running out of batteries. So this is part 2 of the paranormal investigation at the Echunga General Store, and the girls have been busy for the last probably 2.5 hours. I'd say, I don't even know what the time is. And now we're just going to have a conversation with the owner of the store and a couple of girls who work here, and let's see if their stories match up with what our investigators found. So I'm just going to do some really fancy technical work here and just zip the camera around. And then we just get you, Simone, you're going to have to take it away and I'll just produce it, or Roz. Can we get that? Oh, can we just get people in here who you're talking to?
Who's got the stories on each get from shop here? Okay.
All right. So we have. Can you sit next to Leanne or yeah? Yep. Okay. Go.
What's your stories? Okay, so I've only been working here a couple months, but there's been a couple of things that have like gone on. Like, for example, just the other day, me and Maddie, we're on shift together, and we go out, we're doing dishes, whatever. We come back and there's bread in the middle of the floor. No freeze, there's no way it could fall. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's just coincidence or not, but the oven flashes help all the time.
Noticed that when we were coming through.
Yeah, and it's interesting because we've had help come up a couple of times.
Yeah, and I know Tina has said that she. My sausage roll? No. Sorry. I know that Tina has actually reset the oven a couple of times, you know, for the time, but it keeps going up with help, which is a big.
Yeah.
I have heard of them saying that when they're so.
Yeah. But no, I've had a couple of things like Kelsey's had a little girl whisper her name before.
Tonight or on?
No, previously.
And what was the name?
No, well, I said mine.
Oh, so she called her name.
Yeah. There's been times where, you know, doors are closed or opened. But I've been at the back by myself when we're closing, and I turn all the lights off and it's pitch black and things just go pop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I come running out and Tina's just like.
I love that.
Yeah.
So did you experience anything when you done the cell? What were you doing?
I didn't feel it as much as Maddie did. But all I really felt was a little bit like off balance and a bit lightheaded. But aside from that, there was a little bit on my chest, but not intense at all, really. But I know that Maddie really, really felt it. Like, we had to take her outside to have a breather because she felt like she couldn't breathe.
Yeah, stepping out of that energy.
Yeah.
And you feeling all right now, Maddie?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Excellent.
Yeah.
Was there any information that we gave you guys tonight that you can relate to what you felt or experienced, or what you even know to happen around here?
I noticed that it said the name Teresa, which was actually one of the previous owners.
Okay,
She's still alive.
So she was, that was a name that was ill.
She's very ill, but she's still alive, and I did say Teresa twice, I think, did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was one of the very first names we got coming up with the stick figures.
And they said the word burnt quite a bit.
Yes.
And Tina, correct me if I'm wrong, but Wendy told me that there was actually a general store, like a Echunga general store before this, that actually burnt to the ground.
Yeah.
So they rebuilt this store.
And that's interesting, because when we were in the storeroom, we got the real wood smell, like a wood fire smell when the compressors came in.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like a normal smell that we'd smelt in there before.
It's very strong.
Yeah, but it was very
So-
overbearing.
Yeah, there's a couple words that kind of, I was like, oh, that kind of matches up with this, but,
Definitely.
yeah.
Beautiful.
There could have been a couple more names in there that have history that I'm not aware of.
Yeah.
But,
Well, we can go away and we can have a look at the history
Some
and
yeah, that would be
research
really
those names.
interesting.
Now, was this like a candy bar at some stage, do you know, like in the earlier days? Because I felt like I had a child coming in when we were picking up on earlier in the night. That excitement coming in looking to spend, my 20 cents on candy, on Molly's.
Probably when you first opened in 32, I think it was.
Okay.
1932, open, 18.
This specific building, yes. The general store was actually 2 o'clock.
Oh, wow, okay, that's quite interesting. Never even noticed that about that. That's interesting. So then we had a Gerald come through too, didn't we?
Yes, I did, so it's Juliet
Yeah,
Smith, and so it'd be interesting to see if that Gerald is the G.
yeah.
Has anybody seen a child here? Tell us all about it.
Come and
Come over here.
Just starting to the backgrounds.
Size, height, age.
Hold on, any more? What's this? Probably more just shadows rather than actually sitting in.
Shadows, suspended in air or against a wall, like they're creeping across a wall.
I think run. Run.
So
hard.
then they, like the
Yeah,
child running through
and
the house.
Madeline, run.
Yeah.
And Kelsey, run.
When I heard someone say my name, so I think I'm girl, so.
Girl.
Yeah. Yeah, it certainly has a feel as good a child energy around.
I think especially because it is a general store, and I know in the past I've had a lot of, lollies and stuff.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot of child energy drawn to it.
Yeah.
Just because of the fun side of,
Do you know if anybody been, like, died here or been murdered? Because we seem to get a lot of that coming through, the murdered, guilty.
Surgeon come up a lot too.
Yeah. They certainly didn't like us recording there for a while. We got told that to stop recording a few times.
you can kind of see on the floor here, there's all random holes. There used to be an opening door right here to come underneath, but it's not there anymore. It's obviously sealed off a while ago. And it's all, under here it's all hollow. There's
Yeah.
rooms in here
That would be storage in the old days, they would come straight off the carts out there and straight down into the cellar.
What did you say yesterday, Tina?
And seriously, these holes here, what apparently what I've been told is what it used to be. When they used to either have a string for butchers or haberdashery, the string balls were kept just under the floor here, where these holes are. So you can just pull your string down and do this, pull your string down and do this.
Yeah.
That's apparently what these holes are for, that's what I've been told.
Simone's not
I'm not
convinced.
convinced at all. Maybe after the fact, when they stopped using the cellar.
Stopped here, but there is dugouts after that.
I'd say that's actually where they used to put a pole in to open the door to take stuff down.
Oh, this one looks very, very nice.
Yeah,
There are a couple.
but they could have used that after the fact for that reason.
Yeah.
When they weren't using the cellar anymore.
Yeah. Buildings take on a lot of different. Yes.
There is a cellar wall that goes up, but it actually stops at far before it goes into the next section.
And when we were down the stairs, did you feel anything? That's where you left.
I don't stay down there long.
It's not a place you like to go at all.
Oh, no, it's not a factor of, don't want to be there. It's just happier up here.
Yeah.
Down here is not so good.
I noticed when we were in the front room next door, which looks like your office, there was a very mustardy smell, but it wasn't like your old person house smell. It was very strong and it seemed to wait up.
And the windows open most days, and it still stinks.
Yeah. My feeling is that you've got a lovely gentleman in there who comes through. We did ask for a name, we didn't want to communicate, but we kept getting the breeze around our one from waist down that we were feeling. So I'd say that's his way of letting you know that he's very much there. Yeah.
I've lived on my sofa, so it's
Even on
weird.
warm days, even on warm days, my sister was there and it's cold.
It's crazy, the energy.
You can get rooms that just will not heat up when they've got activity, and it doesn't matter what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, at least that back storeroom, like when it's hot, it's bloody hot.
Well, you know what you do, you make that the office and that the storeroom, because that one stay cold.
Just change for winter and summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has anybody else got any stories of the place?
Yeah. One evening, I was here and the store, which is on very stiff hinges, takes a bit of effort when the first hinges were replaced. It takes a bit of effort to open it. Normally, if there's strong breeze, it might open a little bit, but one evening it opened and it stayed open by itself for about a minute.
Yeah.
Was the back door open?
No, none of the
So it
doors.
wasn't like a vacuum going through?
And even if there was a back draft going through, it only ever opened that much, but then
Right.
opened halfway and stayed that way. It was not a breeze, but none of the doors were open. None of the windows
So
were
they're
open.
all pretty old solid ones, aren't they?
I closed
The
it.
hinges started bugging up. My brother-in-law replaced the hinges a couple of days prior, and these hinges that he put on were really stiff.
Yeah.
We seriously, he actually gonna be shit because I kicked the door to get the thing open to bring pictures through because it was that heavy. The door was that heavy. And 2 days after the new hinges, this door just opened up and stayed there.
Can I just make a point that I know a few of us have had problems with batteries being drained tonight. When I come out from the storeroom in there and replace my battery, and this was went flat, in there it went down orange 1 bar. It's now gone green to 3, but then 4 bars again. So it's
Same
interesting. Yeah, the same battery, I haven't touched it, I'm just waiting for it to die. And it's gone back to full, coming up as full. So in there's something in there that's draining your power. Because your stuff, you said it was over half full when you handed it to me. Within about 2 minutes, it went down to red warning. So you guys find things get drained very quickly, batteries?
Yeah.
You may even feel it in
Yeah, I
yourselves.
was about to say
Yeah.
Energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's something in that room that is going on.
If that's an office, I would be going somewhere else to
She's
your
now
office.
through mum's office as well.
Oh,
Her mum's getting prior to us 7 months ago.
did she have the same
She
thing?
was so trained.
Yeah. Did she say having health issues?
Oh,
And she did.
Okay, so my feeling is, when you were saying that she's so drained, my feeling is that, there was something there that was making her unwell. Okay. Yeah. So is it improved now that she's walked away from you?
Yeah, the current owner now is getting minor health issues as well.
Yeah, I think
She's always sitting in that back office, always.
I wouldn't be, I really wouldn't be.
Is
I'd be
that-
putting that, making that storeroom, going out there for your office might not be as fancy, but
There seems to be something in those 2 rooms. Yeah, so.
and that happened to the previous owner and now it's happened to you guys. Sort of backs itself up with it, so,
Yeah, that's all pretty together, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, very interesting.
What about Ross, what did she get? Wanna come over here, Ross?
Come and join us, Ross, so we're there.
Come on,
Most of the time I have that, what do you call it? Oh, that's the holes you're talking about.
Rub it down the hole.
Yes, the changes in the temperature was mostly what I was actually feeling, yes, from one space to another. I do sense, when I hear that help me, that's when I sort of wonder at times though, do they want the help? Because that time at Glenbar, there was definitely someone wanting some help to move across, like as in crossover, as you know. So I do wonder sometimes how they want to stay here or they don't want to stay here, how do we know? So there was part of that in me as I'm moving around, it's what I'm more sensing, is do they want to move?
They're gravitating to you to
or
help, to get you to help.
Well,
Because you got a lot of activity that we didn't get.
there was, some of the different names, but it certainly was more of a conversation rather than just the odd name or two sometimes, but it's still not in a sentence. It'd be lovely to have a sentence.
It would be, but then-
conversation, but it's not how it's working.
No, doesn't always
No,
work.
they don't play nicely sometimes.
Well, I'm having fun as a newbie at this, so it really is an adventure and discovery of whatever is possible, and we really can't discount anything.
No,
So it's just those senses as far as being aware of what's around us. And when you said, the touch,
Mhm.
what is it that we're feeling? Is it just air flowing past, or is it the touch?
It can be a number of things, yes.
Being
It
in
can be,
tune with that, isn't it?
yeah, it can be that, it can be the chills, it can be actual
Physical.
touch. They can pull your
Yeah.
hair,
Yeah.
they can tip you over if they want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think some of us did see that tonight. I noticed a few people were sitting there swaying with different
Yeah.
areas, like especially down in the basement and so on. So, and I think we did have Abbott come up at one stage, and we have learned since that there
Yes,
is in that Abbott.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they said to go to the attic and, like, yeah, it was only a basement. But you found there was an attic here. Yes, you did.
I was pointing out.
So there's another way to get into it. Not unless we get.
Find a ladder.
I think too, being, I think this is the first time it's been investigated, that you know
Yes.
of.
Yes.
So I think that's why you got a lot of activity. So if they were wanting to be moved along, tonight was a perfect opportunity for them to ask for that help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, since we did pick up the word several times of the help me, and it wasn't just my ghost thing that I had on whose phone was I carrying?
Mine.
Yours. So I do feel, yes, there probably is that, because I know from past experience, they
One
need
or
to
two.
go to you to be moved on. So that's interesting that they picked, that's interesting that they picked you to do that.
Yeah.
So, it's more confirmation that,
Yeah, beautiful. I think we've definitely got a few like children energies here. Certainly picked Teresa
we get
and
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about 13, 14 names that we can try to see if matches up with the house.
Sailor was something that kept coming up in that room too.
Sailor, yes.
Sailor was something very interesting too. Beautiful. All right. So I guess we say we definitely got spirit here.
Definitely wanted.
It's haunted.
Yes.
Sorry, guys.
I'll make some friends.
Beautiful. All right, did anybody else have anything else they'd like to add? No? Jonathan, you got anything that you would like to share that you found interesting?
The ghost said my name.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Jonathan come out. And you were in the room at the time?
Yeah. Well,
Yes, I didn't.
it was
Come out.
the equipment that you use, like, going back 15 years ago, I went on a ghost hunt, but the stuff that you guys use now is, gives you a clearer indication of that there's something there.
Yeah.
So it's, with the camera equipment, with the movement on there.
The mappings.
And the voice
Yeah.
picking up thing. That's exciting to be able to
Yeah.
to use that and then confirm it in conversation and then it comes back.
Yeah, that's what I find exciting, is you can get it all on camera, and you can go, oh yeah, whatever. But when you back it up with what you actually see and hear yourself,
Yeah.
and you can put it all together, it's not a coincidence.
No.
Yeah, there's a few things we could roll out in the sense of the old floorboards, the movement and stuff like that, but there were a lot of stuff that we could not explain, which is really good.
And as we go, we'll do, go through all the footage, and we can debunk so much.
Yeah.
So much out of that, but if there's anything that we can't debunk, we'll let you guys know. Because it will take us just as long as tonight to go through and watch it all again. So,
That's right.
but it's been a good evening. I've enjoyed it. Thanks for having us.
Thank you, everybody. Awesome. Any final words?
We thought things were here.
Yeah.
Seriously, we thought.
It's not even just a thought, it's a feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, no doubt. That's more what I go and take with.
Yeah.
It's still energy.
I've felt things in certain areas, so yeah, I'd love to know we.
Yep.
As opposed to your experience.
Yeah.
That's fabulous. Thank
Trust
you.
those feelings. Oh, it's our pleasure. Thank you for having us.
No,
Appreciate it. Yeah, it's been good.
Okay.
And we'll get back to you.
Right.
You guys downstairs and put yourself.
Bye for now.
She's stealing your cobwebs.
I'm taking your cobwebs from downstairs.
Is that right?
All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll be back same time, same channel tomorrow night. So don't forget to join in. And thank you for everyone that's been a part of it.
Night.
Night.
Sleep tight.